Hello everybody, myself Nalinikanta Jana, HOD Physics, Bhubaneswar Mahavidyalaya, Utkal University. Our today's topic is to calculate the magnetic flux density at the center of a circular coil carrying current, for which we have to use Biot-Savart's law. So, to calculate the field at the center of a circular coil carrying current, let us first consider a circular coil carrying current. Now, to find the field strength at the center of the coil, let us consider a small element of length dl. First, we have to find out the field at this center due to this element using Biot-Savart's law. Then by integrating the total coil, we can calculate the total field strength at the center of the circular coil carrying current. So, let us consider a circular coil carrying current. Let I is equal to current through the coil. Small r is the radius of the circular coil. Now, let us consider a small element xy of length dl. So, according to Biot-Savart's law, Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field strength at the center of the coil is dB equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. Let this is equation 1. Here the current is I. But for circular coil, this theta is a 90 degree. That is the angle between the direction of current and the position vector is a 90 degree. But for circular coil, theta equal to 90 degree implies sin theta equal to sin 90 degree equal to 1. So, dB equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl by r square. This is equation 2. Now, it is the expression for the field at the center O due to the element. But our intention is to calculate the total field strength at the center due to the whole of the circular coil. And this can be done by integrating this equation within the proper limits. So, here is the variable dl. So, we have to consider the integration for dl over its proper limits. That means, if we consider the initial point to be 0, then the total length will be 2 pi r. So, the limit of integration for dl will be from 0 to 2 pi r. Now, the total magnetic field strength at O due to the total circular coil can be obtained by integrating within the proper limits, that is b equal to integration 0 to b db, which is equal to integration from 0 to 2 pi r, because here we are considering the integration for dl whose initial value is 0 and the final value for the total circumference of the circular coil is 2 pi r. So, the limit of integration is from 0 to 2 pi r mu 0 by 4 pi I dl by r square, which can be written as mu 0 by 4 pi I by r square constant taken outside. So, within integration it will be like this, integration of dl. So, it can be further written as mu 0 by 4 pi I by r square. The integration of dl is L from 0 to 2 pi r, which is mu 0 by 4 pi I by r into 2 pi r minus 0, which implies b is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi. This is I, this is r square, 1 r gets cancelled, it is 2 pi I by r. This is the expression for the magnetic field strength at a point at the center of a circular coil carrying current. Now, let us discuss the probable cases, special cases. Number 1, if capital N equal to number of turns of the coil, then B is equal to N times mu 0 by 4 pi 2 pi I by r, which implies B equal to mu 0 by 4 pi constant 2 pi N I by r. And this can be reduced to, if 2 pi get cancelled, so B will be mu 0 Ni by 2r, same expression as this. And number 2, if the coil is semicircular, this upper half portion is there, the lower half portion is not there, then we have to take the integration from 0 to pi r. So, number 2, in case of semicircular coil, the integration will be from 0 to pi r. So, B will be how much? Mu 0 by 4 pi into 2 pi I by r into half, which is b is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi into pi I by r. Okay. Similarly, different cases can be obtained if we consider one quadrant of a circle. That means, if we consider like this is one quadrant of a circle, and if we are asked to find the magnitude of the field strength at the center due to one quadrant. In this case, the circle is like this, and this is the center O, and the radius is r. Here I current is flowing. I current is flowing through this coil. So, it will be like this. And similarly, we can consider number 3 case. In case of one quadrant of a circular coil carrying current B equal to mu 0 by 4 pi into 2 pi I by r into 1 by 4. This is the one quadrant of a circle. And which implies B is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I by 2r. Number 4, in general, for any type of arc, B is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi into 2 pi I by r into theta by 360 degree. That means if the arc makes angle theta at the center, then we have to calculate like this. For example, if theta is equal to 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree, then the value of B will be how much? 60 by 360, it is 1 by 6. So, it will be pi I by 3r. It is the general expression for a single coil having one circle or semicircle, quadrant of a circle or any angle. Now, let us calculate the field strength at a point on the axis of a circular coil carrying current. Now, let us calculate the magnetic flux density at any point on the axis of a circular coil carrying current. And this can be done with the help of Biot-Savart's law, for which we have to consider a circular coil and the point of observation must be on the axis of the circular coil. Then we have to consider a small element on the circular coil. Then by using Biot-Savart law, we have to find out the field strength. Then by integrating, we can calculate the total field strength. So, let us consider a point, let it be P, at a distance are from the center of a circular coil carrying current on its axis. Let us consider a point P at a distance r on the axis from the center of a circular coil carrying current. Here we have considered a circular coil of a radius equal to a, and let the point P be situated at a distance x, let it be x from the center of the coil. Now, the current I is moving through the coil. Now, to get the field strength at P due to the total coil, let us consider an element of length dl at this point, and let the distance of P from the dl is r, and let this angle be phi. So, let us consider a small element of length dl on the circumference of the coil at a distance r from the point P. Now, using Biot-Savart's law, now applying Biot-Savart's law, we can write dB is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. dB is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square, where dB is equal to field strength at P due to the element, and I is equal to current through the coil. I is equal to current through the coil. But we know that the value of theta will be 90 degree for circular coil. So, we can write theta equal to 90 degree for circular coil, implies as sin theta is equal to sin 90 degree equal to 1. Hence, equation 1 becomes as dB is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl by r square. This is equation number 2. Let us once again consider another element exactly diametrically opposite let us consider another element exactly diametrical opposite to the element dl, and let this element be dl dash, and this distance as it is diametrically opposite and the point P is on the axis, so both the elementary cases will be symmetrical to each other, and hence this angle will also be equal to phi, and this distance will also be equal to r. Now, let us consider another element of length dl dash exactly at the opposite point of dl on the circular coil. If dB dash is equal to field strength at P due to the element dl dash, if dB dash is the field at P due to the element dl dash, then applying Biot-Savart's law, we can write dB dash equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl dash by r square. Okay. Here we have derived the expressions for the magnetic field strength at two elements having lengths dl and dl dash at P on the axis of a circular coil. Many thanks.